Good day all, welcome back to South Africa, and this is South African Prepper. So for this video, 4 reasons why farm murders are unique. So recently in the White House, Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of South Africa, said that farm murders are but normal crime. And this has actually been proven not to be the case. So there are 4 reasons why farm murders and farm attacks are unique, and these 4 reasons should explain to you why farm attacks and farm murders should become a priority crime, and why the South African government should actually look at it. They should stop denying that it does happen, and they should start acting upon this, because it is not just about murdering people, it is not just about crime, it's about a whole economy, it's about food production. So number 1 reason is purely because of the frequency of the attacks. So you can go have a look at official police statistics. They reckon that this is the most credible to go have a look at, although is anything from the South African government credible? But anyway, so in the last 2 decades, or a period of 2 decades, the statistics says that 2 farm attacks happens every single day. 2 farm attacks happen every single day, and 2 farm murders take place every single week. So 2 farm murders are committed during an attack every single week in South Africa. So that is actually quite shocking if you take into consideration the amount of farmers we have in the rural areas of South Africa. The number 2 reason why farm attacks and farm murders are unique is purely because of the brutality. A lot of the time, these farmers, they get tortured in very bad ways, burning, drowning, raping, dismembering people, throwing hot water over people. There's a whole list of torture methods that these people use. One of the worst I've ever heard is a farmer's wife that got raped by 7 farm attackers, whilst her children and her mother were stuffed in a closet, hearing what was going on. That is one of the worst I've ever heard. But there's a whole list. One can make a whole video about that. The third reason is the unique scenario farmers find themselves in. You must understand that farmers are both food producers and they are also employers. So once you actually attack a farm or a farm murder takes place, a whole lot of other things also happen. When the farmer doesn't survive, or the farmer maybe survives and he decides that he doesn't want to continue farming, the production of that farm stops. In a lot of the cases, those farm workers become unemployed, and in a lot of cases, the farm workers that used to live on that farm also becomes homeless. So it's got a profound impact on a farm as a business, and as a producer, and as a producer of employment and sometimes homes for these farm workers. And these are the things that our government will never ever tell you, because they seem to live in La La Land for some reason. And the 4th and the last reason is purely based on the fact that farmers live in rural areas. They live far away from any kind of support most of the time. So you'll find that they live far away from, an example, a police station, or they might live far from their neighbors. So support for farmers are not always available immediately. So farmers are in a lot of regards isolated and dependent on themselves. So if something like a farm attack does happen, if the farmer is not able to deal with it himself, then a lot of the time support is 10, 20, 30 minutes away. If he does, or if he's able to actually make a phone call or jump maybe on his radio for support. I'm going to play you a video now. It is a farm invasion. Luckily, this family, nothing happened to them. And the reason nothing happened to them was because they managed to phone for help. And the foreman on the farm came to their rescue. So this is the full reason why farm murders and farm attacks needs to be prioritized, needs to be confessed by the South African government. And it is not misinformation like the leftist media would like for you to know. Please like, share and subscribe, and God bless.
4 mans gewapen met pistole en kapmesse het 2 weke terug die Berlyn familie op plaas Wolfkop so wat 8 km buite Bloemfontein aangeval. Die aanvallers het deur 'n oop agterdeur toegang tot die plaashuis verkry. Die booswigte het heel eers op Jeremy Berlyn se 14-jarige seun Jesse afgekom. Hy is met 'n wapen gedreig en moes sy iPad aan hulle oorhandig. Berlyn en sy jongste seun Joshua was in 'n spaarkamer besig om skoolwerk te doen toe die mans toeslaan. Berlyn het sy seun in 'n kas toegemaak en daarna die gangdeur na die TV-kamer toegedruk. Terwyl die rowers in die huis rondbeweeg het, het Berlyn sy voorman Johan de Bruin gebel. Te danke aan sy vinnige reaksie het hy waarskynlik sy werkgewer se lewe gered. Die booswigte het ook Berlyn se ma Stefanie en Pieter Andrews met wapens aangehou. Hulle wou my ma met 'n mes steek voordat Johan opgedaag het. As dit nie vir hom was nie, was ons seker dood, het Berlyn later gesê. Die rowers het met selfone, 'n skootrekenaar, iPad en handsak gevlug.